Here we go. You guys ready? We are going to be catching the first of the legendary birds today, Articuno. So as usual, I'm sending my Gengar in front since, well, it's my designated sleeper and all, and it's always recommended to catch a Pokemon when it's asleep, considering that it doubles your catch chance. So, let's see now. Is Thunderbolt going to kill it outright? I don't think so, because that Dugong survived in the last video, and Articuno is much bulkier than Dugong is. There we go, I figured as much. What? Woke up already in Agility? Uh-oh. This is bad, right? Yeah, this is really, really bad. Now it's gonna get to go first. And what that means is, well, just that. When you try to put it to sleep, it's gonna get one more move in. Which, in case you haven't noticed, is not good. Unless it's a Heal Pulse or whatever, but Articuno doesn't have that. It didn't even exist in Generation 4, even. Okay. Now, I should have known better than to expect to catch it with one ball. It happens so much in these LPs that now I'm probably barred from catching a legendary in one ball for life. Let's see now, is this one going to be any better? Nope. 2 wiggles this time though. Ancient Power. Okay, I know it has Ice Beam, and Ancient Power does around 25 damage, so Ice Beam should do around 60, I guess, so I'm safe for another attack. But that Agility, man, that's going to be annoying to deal with. At least Hypnosis is connecting, so I guess I can't really complain. By the way, if you're wondering where the Banjo-Kazooie videos are, I might as well let you know that I'm not planning on updating it too much until this LP is over. Maybe I'll do a video every now and then, but for now, my focus is really on getting to the end of this LP. And, yay, great, woke up again. Another Ancient Power to the face. I think I can live through an Ice Beam if it ever decides to use it. Instead, it decides to use Agility, which is completely redundant because it's faster anyway. And there we go! First Ice Beam out of 10 in its ammo clip. How much damage is it going to do? 52. I expected a little more, but for now I think I'd better heal up. I got 8 Moo Milks left from my Elite 4 run, so let's use that. Hyper Potion would be overkill considering I only had 125 HP missing, and it keeps using Agility even though its speed's already topped out. And Reflect is not going to be changing anything because I don't plan on attacking it anytime soon. Now, if it were light screen, I might be tempted to try out Dream Eater to see if it would put it deep into the red, but even if it did that, I don't think I would chance it at this point. Okay, Articuno is fast asleep again. Good. Stay asleep for as long as you can. And by the way, it's the same thing as with Suicune. Articuno has pressure, so I only have 10 Hypnosises to deal with. And there we go! Articuno was caught! And it took less than 4 minutes. Well, I would have to say it was a fairly quick catch, considering my odds of catching it are of about 10% when it's asleep, and its HP is as low as that. So, 1 down, 2 more to go. Unfortunately, we can't go and get these 2 right now, but that's something we're going to be getting into sooner or later. Don't worry about it. I am going to be showing everything I possibly can. So, now it's time to get out of the Seafoam Islands. Fortunately, it's going to be really, really quick. You just have ladder after ladder after ladder to climb, and you'll be at the exit almost instantly. By the way, something that I wanted to bring up when I was talking about the Zelda Marathon in other videos, but didn't think of it, is that during the marathon, wow, great timing, it's going to be Jump Festa, which the Pokemon company is supposed to attend and make a shock announcement, in their own words. Now it's widely believed that it's going to be either Keldeo or Pokemon Gray, or both, or another complete disappointment like only they have the secret. And I think we all remember when Pokepark 2 was announced and when Bat Trio V was announced as well. It was really annoying how they were hyping it up as something really major, and yet in the end it was things that nobody really gave a crap about, especially outside of Japan. But somehow I'm under the impression that this is for real this time. I mean, they really have to announce Keldeo and Pokemon Gray at some point in the next few months, so why not now? Anyway, we made it out of the Seafoam Islands, and before continuing on, I'm going to attend to a few things. Today is Monday, and that means that Falkner is going to be hanging out in the Celadon department store to give me his phone number. And whoa, maybe I should just go heal and check up on that Articuno's nature. What do you say? Of course, I know I'm not going to be using that Articuno, but it's still fun to figure out what nature you got on that legendary. And, okay, if I can just get out of there, thank you. So, let's see, what nature did I draw? Knowing my luck, it's going to be modest or something quiet. Which one is that already? Oh yeah, boosts special attack and lowers speed. No complaints. This isn't a very bad nature, especially since Articuno isn't known to be a speed demon. It's mostly sort of a tank, a bad one, but still a tank. So, let's head over to the Celadon department store, and I believe, and I know this because I looked it up on Cerebi prior to actually starting recording this, is that he's hanging out on the 4th floor with Janine. Now, why Janine, I don't really remember. I guess this is something we're about to figure out right now. And there they are. Out of all the trainers out there, the best trainer would have to be my dad. You don't know a thing. She's gonna vouch for Koga, isn't she? Yeah, I figured as much. But yeah, he's one of the Elite Four. Game lore-wise, that is pretty hard to top, being a member of the Elite Four. It's especially weird considering we never meet Falkner's dad, or we don't even know what he does, or what his status is. No! I would have to say Janine's is stronger, if only because he doesn't cowers. He was actually man enough to fight me! And, it seems like he's not going to be giving me his phone number until I say yes, so let's just do that. So, now that, no, you can't be serious. I'm sure we'll enjoy talking about my dad. I don't give a shit about your dad. I just want the rematch. Come on. He's really sounding like, those creepy fanboys that you can get the phone numbers for. Like, if, for example, there's a Bill fanboy, a Professor Oak fanboy. Now we have a Faulkner's dad fanboy. Great. Just great. So now there's still one loose end that I would like to tie up. It's something that I remembered a few days ago. Remember that Rage Candy bar that we bought all the way back then? Well, now it's time for me to show you what it's for. So for that, we're going to fly over to Vermilion City. Remember those underground passages that go underneath Saffron? Well, there's one of them that stays closed throughout the entire game, but one of them is opened up once you restore power to the power plant. So this is where we're going to be going. Now, I'm not sure why we need to have restored power to the power plant to be able to access this place. Maybe the lighting in this place is provided by that power plant, though it's mostly for the magnet train and the radio tower. And the power for the rest of Kanto is provided by other power plants that we don't see, I would assume, and that normally would include this building, but anyway, Rage Candy Bar. You're going to have to relinquish the Rage Candy Bar in order to, how upsetting, but this is so good! Munch Munch makes me mad! You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the Rage Candy Bar is the Pokemon world's equivalent of the Angry Whopper. In fact, I dare say this was the Angry Whopper from before the Angry Whopper was the Angry Whopper. Anyway, we got TM64 for that, which is Explosion. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Get to the point! Come on! Kaboom! He never says the word explosion. Usually, you know, when I get TMs, they're at least kind enough to tell you the moves. I suppose it's easy to figure out on your own, but still. Now that that's done, I'm going to head back to the Ruins of Alph because we have that water stone now, so I'll see you there in just a second. Okay, we are back into the Union Cave just to show you where to go from that intersection that I keep talking about that gives you access to the last two areas of the ruins. You're going to need strength, by the way, which is why I didn't deposit my ferret just yet. Anyway, for those of you keeping count at home, this is the last vault of the Ruins of Alph, so this is the last time I'm going to be coming back here. And as I said before, there are several other ways to obtain a water stone. One of them is to wait until you get a phone call from a certain fisherman on Route 42. I forget his name, but if he calls you, sometimes he's going to give you a water stone. And now, you just have to be wary to not fall off that ledge because you're going too fast. But anyway, water. The first time I saw this, and I think even in my gold LP, I was really stumped as to what to do. Now the water stone is supposed to be near the end. Yeah, there we go. So let's use this. I'm wondering, though, is the water stone consumed? I certainly hope not. That would suck. And no, it's not. So let's see what we got inside of that vault. Another Lepa Berry restores a few PP. Mystic Water boosts water moves by 20%. Next up is the Star Piece, which you can sell for a few $1,000 bucks. And the Stardust, which you can also sell for a decent amount of money. So, now, what's the secret message here? They possess power to sense with mind and reject outside. Wow, this is coming straight out of Viet Crystal! Anyway, now that that's done, I will be right back. Just give me a second. Okay, we're back at Fuchsia City, and now that we have defeated Blaine, the blockade is now has now been lifted, so we can move on to Route 19 from here directly, instead of having to go through the Seafoam Islands all over again. Okay, let's see what they're saying. I'm all sweaty, time for a swim, nothing too interesting. The road work is finally finished. By the way, I went and deposited my ferret and got my Tyranitar back off-screen. I did it off-screen because I figured, you know, this isn't the most interesting thing. It's just the kind of thing that I think I can get away with just mentioning while I'm fighting trainers. And something else that I did off-screen was that I went and sold all of those vendor items that, stuff like nuggets and star pieces and stardust. I was reminded of this because I found a few of these over at the vault that we just explored, so it reminded me, I have a bunch of that stuff, so I guess I should just sell it, and I made a few tens of thousands of dollars with those. So, by the way, I have over 700,000 bucks right now, so I'm slowly coming up on the max of 999,999. That's the cap in the first 4 generations. So maybe if I get much closer, I'm going to consider actually buying something for a change. Maybe not repels, but stuff like dust balls and hyper potions and stuff that I think I would need for the last leg of this LP. Because, yeah, I know I'm stingy with my items and my money, but see, it's even worse to just let money go to waste entirely because you've reached the cap. That is sort of frustrating. But I guess I'm going to see what I'm going to do with that money once I get there. After all, sorry, I still have a few 100,000s left to go before I reach that, and we're rather late in this LP, so maybe I won't reach it at all. So now I think I'm gonna stop here for now, so I guess next time we're going to continue exploring these sea routes.